So let me ask you a question. Can you imagine a better job for a young man graduating from college than youth marketing director for the state of Texas with the Lone Star Brewing Company? Joe Pogge certainly couldn't, and by assuming that mantle, he launched a legendary career in marketing. In 1982, Joe transitioned from beer to radio, signing on with KKBQ 93Q, the home of the Q Morning Zoo. A non-stop succession of stunts and promotions followed. One of the most memorable resulted from a commitment made by Houston Rockets general manager Steve Patterson, who said that for the team to win in the playoffs, Houston fans should be more like hardcore Lakers fan Jack Nicholson. Wear some Rockets merch, get there early, yell at the refs, and stay till the end. This call to arms inspired Joe, and he bought 16,000 pairs of sunglasses to be passed out to everyone attending a Rockets playoff game, so that all the fans could be just like Jack. Joe left 93Q to help launch KHMX Mix 96.5. After achieving success there, he signed on with the Houston Aeros, bringing his marketing expertise to bear on Houston's new hockey team. In the process, the Aeros attained an attendance average of over 15,000 per game, a league record. Following that, Joe returned to KHMX and then went into the agency business. Joe is a past president of the University of Houston Alumni Association and a member of the Houston Golf Association. He plays golf at the Quail Valley Golf Course and has an 11 handicap, or so he says. And today, Joe Pogge joins the ranks of hundreds of esteemed Texas broadcasters in the Texas Radio Hall of Fame.
Wow. Doug was right. You get up here and it all hits at once. First of all, congratulations to the inductees. Thank you for the creativity, the talent, hard work, and most importantly, the passion you put into the product. Well deserved. Thank you. Through the course of life, several people have influenced you. I've had many, and I've got a long list to say thank you. So be patient, because I'm going to abbreviate it to two. And they came in and surprised me. My brothers, Ron and Jack Pogge, right back there. Stand up. Someplace you got to be at the right place at the right time. 40 years ago, I was there. It was the birth of 79Q and the Q Morning Zoo. That experience lasted 8 years. The individuals, the talent, the creativity, the energy, the vision, the fun, the excitement, and the milestones that we put together was unbelievable. But more importantly, that was 1982. And I will argue with anybody in this room, in this state, in this nation, that in the 1980s, Houston was the #1 radio market in the United States. We had KLOL, Stevens and Pruitt, then 87 and Rock, Moby and Hannah. We had Lee Jolly on KFMK. We had The Snowman. We had Joe Kidd and Pam Ivy, Paul Christie, Dana Steele, 93Q Morning Zoo. All in one market, one time. It was wonderful. Lana told me several things about radio. The first one I use today when I do my golf show. It's about interviewing. He says, with an interview, do your research, ask a question, shut up. So I had the opportunity to interview Jack Nicklaus. And they said, you got 5 minutes. So it came my time. I said, Jack, my listeners really want to know where your grandson is going to play tight end in college football. Boom. My interview went on for 25 minutes, and we never talked about golf. If you didn't know, Jack's grandson went on to play college football at Florida State, turning down both Wisconsin and Ohio State. The only thing that was the question that kind of went over the head of my listeners, I said, Jack, if right now you could go to your favorite fishing hole in the entire world, where would it be? Because where there's this lagoon on the south side of New Zealand. But totally fascinating. The next thing the landlord told me is radio is creativity and imagination. He told me if it's done correctly and you sell it, Houstonians in July will look out their window to see if it's snowing. So I have a story to share with you about radio and how it can do that. It was 1988. Springsteen is touring, Born in the USA tour. He's coming into the summit. Our 93 UQ offices are in Greenway Plaza, right behind it. That morning of the show, all we're talking about, Springsteen, Boston tonight, marathon show. Oh, we got to work tomorrow. We can't, we'll see how late it goes. Anyway, next morning, we all left about 10:40. Boss is still playing. And later goes, well, Archer was going to stay and call us. So about 6:30, we're sitting there going, we left at 10:40. Archer calls. John, what a show. He played till 11:45. We were exhausted. We were sweaty. We couldn't move. At about 12:10, security, there's about 60 of us. Security came up to us and said, you got to go. You got to go. So we got up, get to the office. John, he came back out. And all of a sudden, you're in the background. He's still playing. And so we start talking about this. Now, this is before cell phones and internet and instant messaging, right? So at 8:30, my right hand, Jennifer Jackson, she calls and says, Joe, Mike McGee is in the lobby. So I walk out, I go, Mike, how are you? Joe, I am not happy. I go, Mike, I have over 500 people demanding to get back into the summit to see the Boston Marathon concert. So you program directors will understand this. So I said, okay. If I go back and tell Lander what's happening, he's going to talk more. So I decided I'll take Mike McGee into the studio and let him talk to John. So they diffused it. This was about 8:45. Fast forward to 10:30. Jennifer, Joe, Mike McGee's on the phone. I said, okay. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Joe, I am not happy. I go, Mike, you're in the studio. Joe, I've been on the phone for the last 30 minutes with Disney getting my butt chewed out. I said, why? He goes, we went on sale today with Disney on Ice. We have sold no tickets because all of our phone lines are flooded with people wanting refunds or tickets back into the Boston Marathon show. And I said, oh. Anyway, what that shows you is the talent we have with radio. It's creativity, it's imagination. Radio is the people. That's one of the things I had so much fun with. I am not up here to accept this today. I'm up here to represent the teams from 93Q and Mix 96.5. Those 50 to 100 individuals, we created so much fun. And that's what it's all about, the creativity, vision, the community, the camaraderie, passion, hunger, and then the friendship. Radio's fun. Radio wasn't working. It was one great family. It's funny, like last night, whenever you run into radio people, I don't know if you noticed this, you immediately start talking, and you start sharing stories. And then it's like, I got a story. Then I got a story. Last night at the back porch, and then the lights went out. But through the years of radio, I thank the lucky stars, I've worked with some talented individuals. John Lander, Pete Schulte, Clancy Woods, Guy Napoleon, and so many others. But also all the other GMs, salespeople, engineer, promotions, marketing, administrative assistants, the mascots, the phone jocks, production, on-air talent, you name it. They all made one commitment. Make good radio and entertain. So, Doug, this is my political time.
Get ready to cut the mic.
I am in the minority. Radio is not dying. Radio is waiting for us, this room. We have the experience. We have the talent. We need to pass along the passion to the new generation. We need to get radio to get back into creativity, into talent, and all this. Think about it. Some of the greatest talent that used to be in radio is now hosting late-night TV. Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon. And what are they doing? They're doing radio shtick. They're doing what they did on the radio. Karaoke in a van? Oh, come on. That's just, So what we need is for us to pass on the creativity, the stories. One of the things that's so big about radio, and some people have said this today, it's local. Tell me, who was first to sit there and address the tragedy? When Harvey happened, who was the first one to sit there and say, we need help? It's the radio stations. It's that who we turn to. So we're alive. So together, if we give all this experience back, maybe next July, some Houstonians will look out the window and it's snowing. Thank you. Squeeze it easy. All the best.